Hi, it's me. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble this squash card using an SVG cut file that I created and linked down below. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the score file, the dash file, and of course assembly, including this optional latch. Let's get started. How to use the score file. In this video, I will be using Cricut Design Space. Please use the software compatible with your machine. Click Upload. Then click Upload Image. You can either drag the file or browse for it. I am going to drag the file. The file is called squashcard_score. A preview image will appear. Click Continue. Another preview will appear. Then click Upload. When the file loads, all the objects will be grouped together. At this point, you can size it to whatever size you want by dragging the corner. In order to size it to the indented size, please resize it to 10.353 inches in width by 10.385 inches in height. To ensure the sizing is correct, open up this group and click on the yellow square. The size should be 3.25 by 3.25 inches. Now let's review the pieces, but first let's ungroup this main group. These pink pieces serve two purposes. They are decoration and a part of the magic of the base card. This is a base card. These three squares are the base card. And this right here is the optional latch for the base. This is a frame. So these pieces right here have lines that need to be converted to score lines. We are going to start by clicking the first group to the panel on the right. Open up this group and you will see two objects. One of them is a pair of parallel lines. Change its operation from basic cut to score. Then click the header of this group and then click attach so the machine knows to cut and score those together. We don't need to do anything to this next group, so click on the group below that. This is the first set of the square. So we're going to open this up and click on the lines that look like an asterisk. We are going to change that from basic cut to score as well. Then we are going to highlight the group header, then click attach. We are going to repeat this process to the next group of purple. Highlight the asterisk, change the operation from basic cut to score. Click on the group header, then click attach. One more time with this group, open it up, click the asterisk lines, change the operation from basic cut to score, click the group header, then click attach. We are all done here. Go ahead and click make and follow the instructions on screen. How to use the dashed file. I will be using Cricut Design Space to demonstrate. Please use the software compatible with your machine. Click Upload, then click Upload Image. You can either drag the file or browse for it. I am going to browse for it. The file is called squashcard_dashed. A preview image will appear. Click Continue. Another preview will appear. Click Upload. When the file loads, all of the objects will be grouped together. At this point, you can resize it to any size you want by dragging the corner. To size it to its intended size, please adjust the sizing to be 10.563 inches in width by 10.73 inches in height. To confirm that your sizing is correct, open up the group and click on the yellow square. The size should be 3.25 by 3.25 inches. Now let's review the pieces. Let's start by ungrouping the main group. These pink pieces are not only decoration, but they are also part of the base card. These three squares with the lines going across and horizontally and vertically are the base card. This up here is the optional latch, and this right here is an optional frame. This file has dashed lines instead of score lines. It is now ready to cut. Go ahead and click Make and follow the instructions on screen. How to assemble the card. Let's review all the pieces. These are pieces of decor as well as part of the base card. This is decorative pieces to give the card some color. This is a little heart that's optional, an optional latch, optional frame, and these are the base card. So let's go ahead and get started by folding the base card. There are 3 squares that look exactly the same, and they will also be folded exactly the same. So we're going to start by folding down the diagonal line in a valley fold, and then folding the other 2 lines in a valley fold as well. We are then going to take this and then flip it over and fold the diagonal line the opposite way. This will make it easier to push the sides in like this. So it looks like it's already starting to take the squash effect. We're going to do the same fold to this piece right here, fold it horizontal, then fold the 2 straight lines. Then take the horizontal piece and then fold it in the opposite direction. That makes it easier to do this. Now we have 2 pieces that will be folded like this next to each other. This last piece is also folded the same way, but the direction that it's going to face when it is inside the card is going to be a little bit different. So we're going to take this one and it's going to fold in the exact same way like this. However, when it gets glued into the card, it's going to be glued down instead of up like those 2 on the left. So this piece is going to get glued on right here like that. And then the other piece is going to get glued onto the right side like this. So it'll form the squash card. Let's just get gluing. So let's take this very first piece and place glue onto that flat square surface. Now we're going to take the piece that is facing downwards and we're going to take one of its flat square surfaces and then put it in like this. Make sure to line it up as closely as possible to the part that folds while not gluing it on top of the fold. Then this piece right here is going to get glued under here like that. So we're going to put glue here on this flat square side, and then we are going to put it under the middle piece just like this, and then press it. Make sure everything is nice and even without gluing over the folding crease. So here is the base of our squash card, and when you crumple it up, it should look something like this. It's not crumpled, it's folded. So it looks like it's all squashing together. So this is the base of the squash card, and then the little pink pieces that go on top make it look really cool when it gets folded together. So we are going to start gluing the little pink pieces. We're going to start with the 4 squares that go down the middle like this. Those are the easiest pieces to glue down. Here's the 4th one. And then now we are going to move on to the next squares that get glued on to this side right here and this side. So we're going to take one of the squares and we are going to apply glue to half of it only. And we're going to apply to half of it, making sure not to go past the center of this diamond. And then this piece is going to get glued here onto this half. Just press it down, making sure not to get glue over that center crease of the purple card. And we're going to do the same thing here, put glue on half of it, but instead of gluing it on the left side, we're going to glue it on the right. So we're going to put it here, right here, making sure to line up the points with the crease and being careful not to get glue over that crease. So when it shuts, they will kind of avoid each other and it'll look like that. It's cool, right? See, look at that. They're avoiding each other. So now we're going to repeat the process on this last area right here. Put glue on half of it. Then glue it to the left side of that little diamond right there. Then we're going to do the same thing here. Put glue on half of it. Then glue it on the right side of that little diamond. I guess I should have called them diamonds from the beginning, because that's what they are. So now when we take this card and we squash it all together like this, it's really cool watching those side pieces go under each other like that. So I'm just training the card to fold it properly. So these little triangle pieces, they are cut in half. They will be glued along the center right here. So let's get gluing. So one goes here, number 2 goes there, 3, and then 4. And it's just beside the crease in the middle, not over the crease. So now the card squashes nicely, and then again train your paper so that it knows where to go. Now let's move on to the latch. So this latch will help hold the card shut. Just fold the 2 crease points up like that, and then we are going to wrap it around. There is intentionally not additional creases in there because paper thickness can vary the height of the card. So we are going to take this and then stick it in the middle like so. And then we take the sides and bring them in like this. So now the little flat piece kind of goes under it like that. See how it is there? And then we are going to take that little part that's sticking out of that window and then bend it back. So we'll bend it back so that it creates kind of a little hook. If it's too tiny, use a pair of tweezers to help you pull it back. Right, so now we have one side of the latch. Now we are going to work on the other side. So which is this one right here. So let's open it up. Now we're going to do the same thing, stick it through that little window right there, and then fold it back. Now this is simply to get that little fold in that area right there. So when it comes time to put the latch together, we are going to slide that piece in between the part we folded back and the part on the top. And then it's going to get put through that hole. And then the other piece that we folded back will just fold on the top piece like so. Feel free to rewind, slow it down, and zoom in if you need some help with that. So now we are done. I forgot one more piece to glue on here, which is a little piece of decor in case it looks too plain. So I just put that there so that it looks a little bit more colorful, and then here I am closing the latch. Ta-da! And then lastly, if you want to, you can take this heart and glue it right here. So I forgot to film me gluing the frame around the card, but if you want to, you can glue it onto the back of the squash card. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching this video. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks.